What's up, YouTube? We are ready to predict the games for week 6. The first half of the season is over and the second half has begun. Some new beginnings for two teams that have started off rough with only one win, Memphis and the Stallions. Each team one win each, so not a great start for either team. But let's get into the main factors of this game. We'll start off with Memphis. Obviously, Zach Mettenberger, he's kind of become one of the better quarterbacks in this league ever since he's taken over for Christian Hackenberg. Zach Stacy at running back's been decent. He had that one really good game, then he's kind of been steady the rest of the way. Also got to look out for Reese Horn at wide receiver, and obviously players like DeMarcus Gates on defense. The Stallions have just lost so many games by a very close margin. You saw last week, it looked like they were going to beat the Fleet, but the Fleet had a game-winning drive with only a couple seconds left. At quarterback, you got Josh Woodrum, who's been playing well. He did have 3 picks last week, which is part of the reason why they lost. Joel Banya, he's been pretty good running the ball. He had a really good run last week. DeMornay Pearson-L at wide receiver, he had 8 catches. And obviously Carter Schulk, the defensive end that everyone is talking about. I just don't know if the Stallions can complete a game and pull off a win. So I'm going to go Memphis 20, Stallions 14 for my final score. The Birmingham Iron visit the San Diego Fleet. One team that has lost, I believe, 2 straight, and the Fleet are now, some people think, the second best team in the league. I think the Commanders are the second best team, but the Fleet are still up there. This game could be pretty good. Birmingham Iron are probably going to start Keith Price. They got Trent Richardson at running back, and they have a great defense, as we all know. They just need to force more turnovers. I mean, they were lit up against Orlando last week. For the Fleet, Mike Bercovici just needs to play confident. Obviously, on defense, they've got Cameron Kelly, who had 3 interceptions. Jaquan Gardner needs to get that run game going. They were stopped by Salt Lake last week, and it caused them issues. I want to see if they can get the run game going, but even if they don't get the run game going, I still have to say Fleet 20, Birmingham 11. The Hotshots are looking to pull off a massive upset. After a couple weeks of poor performances, they think they have a shot against the pretty good-looking Orlando Apollo squad. So let's get into this. For Arizona, they're last in the league on third down offense efficiency. That's pretty bad, but their offense is pretty good. Other than that, Jarrell Presley's got the run game going. John Wolford, he had 3 interceptions last week, which dug his team into a hole, and he almost made a giant comeback. So John Wolford's still playing at top-level play. John Ross at wide receiver has been very good. He's been one of the best wide receivers in the league. The defense, I just don't think they can stop Orlando, but Scooby Wright will be very important on that defense at linebacker. For the Apollos, Devion Smith and D'Ernest Johnson are incredible running backs. Johnson is averaging like 5.8 yards per carry, so he's having himself a great year. Also, you obviously have Garrett Gilbert, probably going to be the MVP of this league. They sacked the Iron 5 times last week, so this defense is starting to get good. They're starting to get very good. Keith Reeser is one of the best secondary players in this league. And then also at wide receiver, you have Charles Johnson, who last week had 83 yards and a touchdown. So I'm going to have to give the Apollos a 41-22 edge. I think they're going to score a lot of points in this one. YouTube, it's game of the week time, Commanders and Legends. Now this game is interesting because the Legends have just turned their season around. Hopefully they can keep it going. You want to see a team like this succeed. The Commanders, they need Logan Woodside to be the consistent, good Logan Woodside. But they don't need the offense to stall out in the second half like it has been the past couple of weeks. This defense has 17 sacks, 6 interceptions, and 12 fumbles forced. An incredible defense. I think this might be the best defense in the league. Joel Lanning at linebacker, he's great at stopping the run. Devontae Busby has 8 deflections and 3 interceptions. He's a turnover machine, and he is incredible when the quarterbacks pass it his way. For the Legends, you got to look at Aaron Murray. He's become a very good quarterback in this league. This is the league's worst offense, but most of these struggles come in the red zone where they're not finding points. Ever since Aaron Murray has come in, it's gotten better, but it hasn't been totally solved. Tarian Folston is probably going to be the feature back of this offense. He's been playing well the past couple of weeks. Malachi Jones at wide receiver and Malachi Jones at wide receiver and Shontavious Jones. They're pretty consistent, and also tight end Buck Howard. This defense is pretty good. With the offensive struggles and the legends, especially in the red zone, I'm going to have to give the edge to the Commanders 22-12. Alright guys, let me know down in the comments section if you think there will be any big upsets this week. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Also hit that bell for notifications. Thanks for supporting the channel.